Hey guys, so today is Monday. It is the 27th of November, and I just wanted to talk about a few things first, and then I wanted to dive into to our team call. So first I wanted to talk a little bit about our group that's coming up. It's our our push to inviting group, and we are going to start that next week. And for those of you who haven't heard yet about this, this is something that we really want everybody to join because it's going to be tons of information. It's going to be several different coaches with lots of different information and trainings on just how we invite and the best ways to invite. And then it's going to have like a little challenge throughout the week to help you guys kind of get past any kind of fears or struggles that you have with inviting. So I really encourage you, as soon as you see the sign up for that, make sure that you get put into that group, and it'll start next week. I believe next Monday, the 4th of December is when we're going to start that. So just keep your eye out for that group and get ready to have a really, really cool push group for that. So the other thing I want to talk about is struggles. I'm hearing a lot of people both on my team, and I know that Rachel had said that some people were struggling with some things. So I wanted to kind of open it up right now and talk about what the struggles are you having either this week or this month. I know November is a really tough month, to kind of get new people on board. And so anyway, I want to hear what you guys have struggles with so we can tackle those and kind of move forward with what it is that that I want to talk to you guys about today. So let me unmute you guys really quick. Amanda, I'll just go with you first. Since I have you unmuted, so can you tell me what you might be struggling with this week or this month that you could use advice on or help with? Or if you're not struggling at all, that's awesome. You don't have to have a struggle.
Well, I'm just getting started, and I'm doing a free group right now. Awesome. And it started today. This morning I was kind of nervous because nobody was participating, but now everybody seems to be getting into it and pretty excited. So I don't,
That's really great.
I don't know.
Yeah, especially like your very first in a free group. That's so exciting. Like on the first day, like people are excited and pumped up, and
yeah,
you definitely want to keep that momentum and keep that excitement. So that's awesome. Are you doing it a week long?
I'm doing a week long, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Very cool. Are you teaming up with somebody, or are you doing it by yourself?
By myself.
Good.
We'll see how it goes.
Really good.
Thanks.
Do you have any questions, or do you have anything that you want advice for, or anything like that you want to ask?
Not right now. This morning I was thinking I needed some help, but maybe tomorrow.
Awesome. Well, good. All right, Becky, I'm going to unmute you real quick. Do you have anything that I can help you with, or that you're struggling with, or questions?
I just last week had a call with Rachel just because we kind of talked about it. Just because I signed on in October. So, I don't have anybody on my team yet. It's been really hard to get people to say yes. I know, of course, it is a bad time of year, but still, I hosted the free group with Rachel and it went really well. And I thought that I would be able to get people from that, and still people were very hesitant. And mostly it was like because of the money. I mean, people are like, yeah, I want to do it. And then the money was the issue. So, we kind of talked about how to overcome that. And she helped me with more of like what she says to people. So I feel better about that. And I haven't been as active the past week just because we've been traveling for Thanksgiving and stuff. And I haven't even really been on social media. So I started back up today. And then the inviting has been hard because I feel like I was talking to Rachel about this, how sometimes I feel like it's hard to invite on social media, like your friends. It's just like, it's difficult. So she showed me different ways to invite people, which was going off your friends list and things like that. So adding people to your network that you actually don't know. And I think I find that easier to almost talk to them.
Totally.
Maybe it's like, okay, well, whatever. If they want to say no, they don't know me, and I don't ever have to talk to them again in my life, because I'm not a type A personality. I'm not like, I can't push things on people. I just am not like that. So I actually have been doing my power hour now and adding, like sometimes like 15, 20 people even a day, just inviting them to be my friends, and then, commenting on their pages and stuff.
Perfect.
To hopefully get stuff like that. And then I've been on my own Facebook page, been more active, with recipes or posting my workouts or Shakeology. So when they come to my page, they can see like, okay. And I think either tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to post, now that I've been adding more people, I'm going to try and get a challenge group and to do like 21 days from December 1st to December 21st, like right before Christmas, and see if maybe I can get some people on then. Or at least I'm trying to build my network before January 1st comes so that I can have that, because I've been super discouraged. And that's why I had a call with Rachel. I was like, I had fun in the free group and I like doing it, but I don't like doing it when nobody's joining my team.
Yeah.
So how can I like make this happen with people outside of people that I actually personally know?
Yeah. Well, that's perfect.
So that's what I've been doing. I'm like hoping that it's going to work, but
yeah, it will. Just believe in it. It will. I mean, and that's all. And that's like last time we had, that I was talking on here last time. If you believe it, if you feel it, if you know that it works for you, that's going to shine. That's going to show through. And people are just watching right now. They're just kind of curious, whether you know that they're not, whether you know it or not. They're curious and they're watching. And there will be people that will join you that said no before, or are ignoring you, or not liking anything that you're posting. You just have to wait. You just have to believe in it and believe in what you're doing and know that it's going to happen. So, but yeah, in the meantime, absolutely be contacting the people that you don't really know, and it's not really hard to get no's from, and they know easily to you too. So that's definitely where you need to start in the beginning, is adding people that that you don't know, and you're just building your network and continuously growing.
Yeah, I think that was like my biggest struggle in the beginning, like trying to figure that out, like how am I just like, because you can't send these cold invites, and it just seems weird almost when you like randomly start messaging someone you actually know, just being like, oh, hey, what's up? I haven't talked to you in 7 years, but what's going on? And then eventually like bringing this in. So that's why I find it helpful now to just add people that you actually don't know.
Yeah. Awesome.
So, and I feel like the people that I do know, they'll just message me, like if they're interested, by just based on what I'm doing.
Yeah, and they'll just be seeing your posts and seeing like, okay, this is legit, this is really working. And what I find really helps is when I post things like little snippets of things that somebody has messaged me, from my challenge group. This is so great. I've only been in 2 weeks and I've lost 6 pounds, or whatever it is that their message was. I post about that, and people like, oh, okay, this really is legit. This really is working. People are responding to her, and once they see that like your groups are filling up and there are other people interested and they're not like the only ones, then that sparks interest too. So.
Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping for something.
Just, and that's kind of what I'm going to talk about with, building now in November and December, because come January, hold your hat. Like that's like the really exciting time. So you guys are in like at the perfect time, because, January is coming. It's going to be awesome. So that's, you just want to start, getting your base your base right now, and just being ready. So that's what we're going to talk about in just a little bit.
Okay.
All right, Tiff. What can I help you with? Anything?
Well, I need to get back on track since I've been sick. So I really haven't been posting anything because I'm not working out, because I haven't been able to. I'm still drinking my shake, but people are probably like, who cares about the shake? You know what I mean?
Other things, post some like healthy recipes, or obviously now you're back to working out, but if you go on Team Beachbody on their website and look at like their recipes, or you can go and look at like random tips or whatever. If ever I'm feeling like a stall, like I'm not quite sure what to post about, I'll always go on Team Beachbody and see like what they have for like the day or the week, and then I just make a post at that,
Okay.
But yeah, definitely keep posting, even if it's not exactly what it is that you're doing. Post about your kids, or just keep your.
Oh, well, I've posted about them.
I've seen your post about your sweet boy's birthday.
Yes. His specialty cupcakes, those things were like $40.
That's amazing.
They were pretty tasty. I'll admit it. And then Izzy and I baked a pie the other day.
Nice.
I don't know how healthy that was, but
I'm so glad my pie is gone, because I was enjoying it too much.
we made a pumpkin cheesecake.
Yum.
Only half of it's gone. And I only had a little sliver. I was pretty proud of myself.
You might need to throw that out since our challenge group started today.
Yeah, I guess I better get rid of it. I'm not eating half a pie tonight, though. I think I've gained enough weight back from not working out.
Seriously, I gained it all back from Thanksgiving.
I know.
Is
I
there
just,
something I can help out with?
no, I actually did personal development today, which I have been slacking on. So I started reading The Universe Has Your Back again because I kind of just stopped reading it. And so I read like a chapter of it during my lunch after I walked for a half a mile.
Awesome.
So, what, honey? You need.
All right, I'm going to get going with what I have for tonight so that we can get on with our nights. So as I mentioned just a minute ago, we are going to really be talking about setting up our baseline now in November and December so that we can hit the ground running in January. So for those, well, all three of you guys that are on here tonight, you know that, or you don't know that January is really, really an awesome time. So you want to have that base, you want to have that, plan and things set so that you know when January 1st hits, there's all kinds of things that are going to come out. The 8-day obsessions coming out, which is going to be huge. And, just like what the gyms look like in January, that's what, we're going to be really pushing, and we're going to be really busy. And so people are going to be coming to you, hopefully. So you just want to set yourself up for success. So by doing that, you need to start setting your goals now, like what it is that you want. What do you want your January to look like? So set these goals. And by setting these goals, this is not just means in your head, like really write down what it is that you want January to look like. Do you want to hit Success Club 5? Do you want to hit Success Club 10? Do you want to hit Success Club 20? Write it down. Do you want to help like certain people? Are there certain people on your list that you're like, I would really love to have that person in my challenge group? Put that person's name down. So really get specific about what it is that you want come, the beginning of the year. And I can't say it enough, but it really is important to write these things down. I'm like known for like having all this stuff up here and like never putting it down on paper. And then I end up waking up like in the middle of the night. I mean, like I've got to like to purge all of this information, and like I have a notebook by my bed because I'll think that I have it all together, and then it wake me up in the middle of the night. Like I just have to get this down on paper, and I write stuff down, and then I feel so much better that my goals are written down, my plan is written down, my to-dos are written down. So it's really important to just have that and be specific about what it is that you want, what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you want 2018 to look like for you. So that brings me to figuring out again and connecting again with your why. So raise your hand if you have like a very specific why and you know what it is, why it is that you're doing what you're doing with coaching. Yeah, okay. So Amanda, kind of, sort of. So that's something that I think you guys should work on tonight. If you can't do it tonight, work on it tomorrow. Like it's really, really important to connect with your why. Now, what I mean by your why is what is it that's going to push you when you're feeling unmotivated? Or what is it that's going to make you go the extra mile? What is it that's going to make you sacrifice when you don't necessarily feel like sacrificing? That is what it is that you need. You need something that is going to make you feel like you are up against a wall that you need to push forward. So if you don't have that right now, you need to get that. You need to figure out what that is. Why is it that you began coaching? Why is it that you wanted to start helping people? Why is it that you're doing what it is that you're doing? Why is it that you're sacrificing? You need to figure what that is, and you have to write that down. So it's really, really important to think about what is it that's chipping away at you, that's bothering you, that you wanted to get away from. Like there are some people I know on our team that are really, really pushing to quit their job to do this full time. There are some people who have no desire to quit their job whatsoever, and that's totally fine. But the reason that they are doing this is because they truly have a desire to help, this many people in their life, or they truly want to get healthy inside because they want to feel better about themselves, and they want to pour this into their family. So these are the kinds of things you just need to connect with and figure out what it is that's driving you. And you guys, once you have that down, then you need to just go at it. You need to figure out what is it that's going to make you swim upstream. And why is it you're swimming upstream? You're swimming upstream against the current because you're passionate about something. So figure out what that passion is and have it drive you. And I tell my coaches, and my clients actually, that once you set a goal, put it everywhere. Like put it on put it on a sticky note in your bathroom mirror, put it on your laptop, put it on your dashboard of your car, and let that drive you. Let that pull you into what it is that you want. And anytime that you're feeling like, a rough day, or, you had so many no's, or you're just not feeling it that day, you can go right back to that, whatever it is you put on that sticky note, whether it's like, Tiffany, I want to take my family to Disneyland. Like, that's a huge goal. Like, keep that in your sight all the time. For me, I mean, I had like so many different, I've got my whys are constantly like changing, but for me, like my number one when I first started was my husband did not believe in this at all whatsoever. Like, he was like, this is a total like scam. All this is going to do is waste your money. And it's totally not worth it. Don't even bother. And that right there was like fuel for me. I was like, oh, I'm gonna prove that wrong. And so that was like my fire. And I wanted to lose the weight. I wanted to get healthy, and I wanted to finally feel like I had something that I was pouring into other people. Like, I wanted to feel like I was doing good. I wanted to feel like I was doing something really important. So, and since then, I've lost, all this weight. My husband has completely turned around. He's like, okay, this is totally legit. I quit my job. My kids tell me all the time how proud of me they are. So those kinds of things are now my why. Like, I want to keep my kids proud of me. I want to, keep hearing my husband say like, wow, this is like for real. Like, you are doing a great job and I'm proud of you. And, so those kinds of things, my why evolves and it changes. And I love like that, this whole journey has taken me so many different places and done so many different things. And I see that for you guys. I see that for my team. I see that for my challengers, and it excites me. So those are the kinds of things that, that hopefully can excite you, and that you can write down and just think about it and constantly work towards. Okay, so I think that was kind of what I had with that. I heard a quote, and it was today actually from a personal development that I was listening to, and I thought it was really, really cool. Because so many times we hear about, we're feeling, down, we're feeling that we get discouraged by people saying no, or they're not interested, or we don't hear back from people, or your friends are ghosting you after you sent them messages, which happens to me, you guys, daily. All the time people ghost me. So, and I've been doing this for a while now, so those kinds of things can get you down, can kind of wear at you. But I heard this quote and I was like, this is something that's going to be written down for me, and it's going to be posted around. You need to be grateful for those people who have hurt you, or who are negative towards you, because they have made you stronger, whether they know it or not. They are constantly, those kinds of things are what's building you. Those kinds of things are what makes you strong. So just because somebody has hurt you or said something like negative to you, you completely turn that around, and that is what drives you. That's what makes you stronger. Every single time that you're in a trial, every single time that you're hurt, that is all that's doing is building you up. That is what's fire under you. That is something that's just going to keep driving you. And I know, like, my husband now jokes that the fact that he said like this isn't going to happen, this isn't legit, and I'm like, I told you, like, this was going to happen. Like, that's going to be, that is fuel for me. So let that kind of thing drive you. Let that kind of thing inspire you. If somebody is, if somebody is rude, or if somebody is ghosting you, or if somebody is, whatever, negative towards you, use that and turn it into something positive. So that's what I have for that. Does anybody have any questions or anything that you wanted to add, or is that you? Were you asking me for that, Tiffany? No. Okay. All right. So do you guys kind of have an idea of what you might want to do tonight or tomorrow? Writing some things down, figuring out what that why is, and some people, I know some people even frame it, like they write that. It's like their mission statement, and they write it down and they have it framed and they have it on their desk all the time. So do something that, however it is that you work, however it is that you you get inspired, do that. Write it down, post it around, frame it, whatever you need to do. I know some people were telling me that they have it even on their background of their phone, like their little mission statement, their why, their what drives them, and it's everywhere that they look. So, so I encourage you guys to make sure that you find that. And if you, your why is constantly going to change. If it changes, awesome, update it everywhere. But just keep something around that's going to light you up. Alrighty. Well, thank you, ladies, for coming. I'm glad that you made it tonight, and thank you for sharing and being open. And we will talk next week. All right. You're welcome. Bye, guys.